Welcome to Ask the Oracle channel. Hi, welcome back to Ask the Oracle channel. My name is Davina and I am honored to be here with you today. So I have some information that I want to share and I'm excited about it. I'm excited. I lit my candle. It's got some pretty flowers. Now, I didn't create this candle, but got some good vibes going over here. And spring is almost, these flowers are so fragrant. They're like heaven on earth. Oh, hyacinth. Oh, smells so lovely. So ignore the mess behind me. I have a table and we used that as a craft table and we're waiting for stuff to dry for the resin art that we had made. And it's just been sitting there a little too long. So just ignore that. I had to move my office in this weird room. Well, it's not weird. Actually, this is a better place. It's just not where I had my private office because I have a guest staying in that room. So anyways, let's get to the topic today. So if the heading grabbed your attention or the picture or anything about this video grabbed your attention, there is a message within this for you. Now, I have to share some things because yesterday was really hard for me. You know, we can't have a perfect day every day. We all have to go with the flow of the energies, and yesterday's energies were so off, like wonky off. And I could hear like weird stuff in the distance, like bangs and just weird noises. So that might be the sun. You know how the sun is hyper hitting the planet now, and perhaps I'm very sensitive, so I might have been able to hear some of that solar activity and how it affected me. And then, but it was more of yesterday's energy. And my daughter, we were discussing this whenever I picked her up from school. She said that she felt it too. So when we have those days that are a little bit off, sometimes we have to regroup into our silent space and just let it go, let it flow, and just go with that energy. You know, it was really hard. I couldn't get things. I was in a very bad mood. I was angry. I was so angry about the cost of everything going up. Where we live, the people who are plugged into certain frequencies or radio band waves, and you know what I'm talking about, via media, or there are people they're around, or whatever energies they're engaging in and entertaining those thoughts. The thoughts were very discordant, and so the rain and the wind came and cleared this space, and now I have to take my sweater off because I'm a little bit hot now. So the energies have been cleared and it's like really fresh air and it's so nice. And I just have to say that I felt, I've got to get back to my channel. So I just want to thank you if you're here, you're coming back. And if you're new, you probably just, you know, whether you understand I was just rambling, but I wanted to share that because I feel like sometimes we have these experiences and other people are having them, and you know, maybe not, but if you do have them, just know it's normal, just up and down days, up, you know, no matter what, how high vibrational you are internally or externally, you're going to have days where you come back into, something knocking you off kilter. Hey, I have a message now. I had to tell you this because this came to me. Dolores, you know how I had done this. I had mentioned Dolores Cannon, one of my spiritual teachers, and her book Nostradamus, Conversations with Nostradamus, Volume 3. I didn't want to mix her stuff up with mine, and yet I was sharing her information and then also my interpretation. So I felt like there needed to be some clarity on that. And I don't know, maybe Dolores just didn't like the way I did it. I'm not sure. So what I needed to share was about the jaguar image that Nostradamus, it was different than what I picked up. Okay. And it's so strange. Oh my God. This is crazy. I've been picking this up intuitively and I just didn't know this. I just read this and this is exactly what I've been meaning to share. Holy Moses, this isn't even on the same topic, so we're going to go there, but this is something I have to share because it just popped out, and he's talking about it. Whoa, I think I did share it in my last video. He says, I see new, healthier ways to grow food outside and inside through the harshest times of the year. There are ways of cultivating without the need for sunlight or earth, and new resources for energy that are non-polluting. I see methods of using the electromagnetic field and other connective forms of energy to make things healthier, more efficient, and less expensive. Wow. Okay, that's not what I was going to read to you, okay? But I feel like it's on this page. The near future. Okay, so I encourage you. I'm not going to go over this entire book because I encourage you, if you're a fan of Dolores Cannon and you don't already have the Nostradamus Chronicles or whatever she wants to call them, Conversations, then get these books because they have so much more information. That's what I turn to. Okay. He says, from your point of view, he says, this refers to the near future, the late 20th century. The feigned union refers to true friendship between the United States and the Soviet Union. They will have just begun to cement this friendship and start building on it when the Antichrist starts messing everything up. And it is a true friendship, but it will be in the beginning stages. And if not for the interference of the Antichrist, it could have developed a lot further. Whoa. It says the U.S. and the Soviet Union are teaming up, trying to fight the Antichrist in ships, submarines, tanks, airplanes, and what have you. And when Rome shall have a new leopard refers to when it has a new pope. Oh, a new leopard. I didn't know that. I don't even know where he says that. They did interpret the leopard as being a symbol for the pope, but they said it also could mean the English lion. Then we will make progress with the Soviet Union, but other events will interfere and try to stop it. Okay, so the Antichrist is trying to block progress. Okay. So, why did I need to bring that out? I don't know, but that was what I needed to bring out. So my interpretation perhaps was correct. It was actually different. It was the Bible. It wasn't, it was talking about the leopard, but also the leopard I saw was connected to China and Russia, Soviet Union. So that wasn't wrong. So maybe I just needed to read the other part about sustainable ways of growing food inside and outside, especially now with the climate and the weather crazy stuff going on, right? And it's really sad to think that there are people using this climate change to profit and create an agenda of scarcity with the food supply. So definitely, if you're somebody who's been getting hits on trying to learn how to grow food indoors, he said without earth, which means without soil. So I'm assuming that might be the, I want to say, hydroponic method. I think it's Kratsky. Is it Kratky? Kratky. I want to say that's it. I might be pronouncing it wrong because off the top of my head, I can't remember if it's Kratsky or Kratky. Hydroponic method. And this was a passive system, so you don't need electricity to do it. You might want to look it up if you're thinking about indoor hydroponics for lettuces and things that you can grow in a small space, perhaps. But anyway, so that was interesting. I didn't know that's what I was going to share. You see, I had an idea of something else, and you just never know. So I am going to keep this check-in short. So what do we need to do? Okay, so I was going to do some readings. I was going to do oracle reading. And I hope you just, please, that's an art table right now. It's got like a mess. I've got to clean it. I meant to clean it. I just I've been so busy, guys. I don't even know how people do channels anymore. Like how does anyone do channel anymore? And still, like I'm so busy. I don't even know how. Okay, hold on. Do I want to stand up? I don't know. a shirt on. I have a political shirt on that I decided to take out and wear for the first time. Okay. All right. So for the collective that clicked on this video. So what we're going to do today is we're going to look at some present energies, something that's just going out of our field collectively, okay? We're also going to look at how others are seeing you at this time, and how do you see yourself, your immediate future. What do you see happening? What's going, possibly what's in the energy field to happen, perhaps. What is the heart of the matter? What is the difficult thing for you to see or know at this time? And okay, excuse me. I have to wear glasses. 10 is your hopes, your fears. 8's hidden unconscious, and 9 is direction, and 10 is possible outcomes. So I have my little pyramid spread that I'm going to do. Let's find out what the collective is needing to know today, Great Spirit of the universe. And I already saged my space, but I'll go ahead and do it a little bit more here with you. Sage the energy, the cards. All right. We got that going. All right, so let me get the space ready for you. All right, so well, I didn't even get to shuffle, so I'm going to keep going, but there's a fated meeting that had to be seen. Somebody has number 7, maybe in the month of July, the 7th month, or 7 months from today. Take it how it applies. If it doesn't feel like it's yours, don't take it. There are other people watching the video. Now, I am picking up that, let's see here, hidden. Okay, so we're going to look at some energies of present. Oh, wow. Okay, somebody is in a lost treasure mode, feeling like something was taken from them. They lost something very meaningful and precious, and they're looking at what's left, and it's been ransacked. And this could be literally, metaphorically, or just feeling cheated, or something disaster-like prone happened to you or someone you know in your life, or people that you know collectively. And this is happening. We see it all over. Now, so this would be number 1, the present. Number 2, okay, so you're saying these go together. Okay, so this goes together. So I'm going to go ahead and, we're going to lay these cards out. And Gabriel is the messenger of the archangels. Gabriel. Oh, wow. Okay. Someone needs to be on the lookout here. The lookout. How you see yourself. Oh, what? How others see you. Oh, well, some people here might be being looked at as someone who is angelic or protected by angels, or has angel friends, or from the angelic realm, an earth angel. And something about how you see yourself. So we're going to get more cards, because that, with this deck, it's not exactly tarot, and so it's just giving me, I'm putting it first, which I think is funny. I'm doing the opposite. I'm doing backwards the way I would normally do it. 5 is immediate future. Oh, this one jumped. Ooh, will, wisdom, and mind powers. That's important. The bird's nest, your home, under Akashic library, and 7 is you're surrounded by the spirit world. You're right on track. 8 is hidden. What's hidden from you is you don't realize it, but you're right on time. Everything's unfolding correctly in the right order, even though if it feels like it's not at this moment for you. We got Akashic field, and we got Akashic library. So there is some records hidden from you that need to be, perhaps some sort of ancient civilizations. Oh my gosh, you're not gonna believe it. The architect, and this is ancient Egypt, building something grand, magnificent, that lasts through sands of time. And then there's a fated meeting. Remember how I showed you that immediately? So some of you may be, there's 2 of you. There's 2. There's more than one of you on the planet, like a twin or a mate or a partner or something, because this is a fated meeting. And this is overarching for whoever clicked on this reading. Now, how did you know? I might have to like separate the reading, because I'm trying to understand why I had to read from this book, and then you know, doing a card reading and two different, it just doesn't feel like it goes together. But I'm going with it, right? I'm just going with what comes and what I feel needs to be shared to whoever is drawn, because I feel like these are confirmations. Now, if you're watching way too many videos and it gets confusing, you have to stop and turn them off and just get in your own thought process, just so you know. Oh, wow. Okay. Ace of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. And let's see here, what cards fell out? Okay, so there's quite a few cards here, and I don't know where they go. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle some more, because I didn't really shuffle a lot. And I got to see what wanted to be seen. If they come out again, well, you know, that is meant to be. Present. Okay, let's go with present energies. Oh, fast moving. Something is fast moving. Oh, guess what wants to be seen again? Ace of Wands. She's under the passion. Oh, yep. These are the same cards. Like the Knight. Oh, the Hermit and the Nest. The Lovers and the Adsum. Ooh. Where does this one go? This one is 7. Holy God, that's unseen influences. The dark ones are fighting a battle, and you don't even know how calm you must be within the storm. The chaos that's occurring in the Akashic field was told long ago by prophets such as Nostradamus that was going to happen. Whoa, this is it. Holy cow, the Chariot, the Royal Mile going up to the higher timeline on the castle on the hill. The castle on the hill is a metaphor. All right, guys, this is really cool. I love these cards, okay? I wasn't expecting this to be your message today. So let's get to it, and let's see here. All right, so 8 of Wands. This person, this is fast communication and travel through air or by train or just travel in general. It's a quick travel moving from one location to another. After somebody's, perhaps their life is, whatever they're been in is done. The lesson's been learned, and now it's time to move forward. So this is the past, or excuse me, this is the present moment for some of you, okay? It could be the past for some of you too. I just have to say, there's quite a few, but this collective, there is someone traveling and you're protected, and perhaps whatever it is you're looking at, just leave that in the past now. It's time to refrain and see with new eyes. Because where this right here was foretold, there's a story that a test of your strength and courage and willpower. Like this young kung fu nun, she's the she's a child prodigy, standing boldly, and she's willing to fight for what she believes in and stand up for whatever she believes in, regardless if anyone else does. If she's the only one, she doesn't matter. It's because she's true to her belief systems. Ace is an opportunity, a new beginning. You're just in, that's coming. Your beginning has already started. It's passing through. Now, how others see you. Now, this is more interesting in a way that I have a tarot card to come along here. And this angelic Gabriel is the messenger and the Queen of Cups. Now, my Queen of Cups, this is an older, this one's been edited to where it's way better now. But the original, when I edited this one and made her eye open and one closed. And in the new deck, I have it where her eyes, well, you'll see. I'm not going to tell you. Her eyes are special. But anyway, so this Queen of Cups is inside. She's deep. The Queen of Cups is a deep person. She's under the water in her emotions, and she's calm with the fish in the sea, and she's in this colorful world underneath the Great Barrier Reef. She sees the inside of things, the outside in all angles, and she's okay with her emotions. unless she's upside down, and then, oh my God, she's crazy, 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 her emotions. But we're not going to say that because you came out upright, right? So this is how others see you. They see you as a deep, beautiful, colorful person with inner realms and stuff like that. Now, how you see yourself would be you're on the lookout. You might be looking for disasters, coming to this reading thinking there's a disaster happening around you in your world. What do I do? And you're on the lookout. So you're seeing yourself as someone who maybe is investigating, studying, reading, researching. You're on the lookout for something that is going to take you out of this world where everything's on fire and smoke. And this is how you see yourself, which is crazy cool. Look how they go together. They go together. So this young person here is the Two of Wands looking at the entire world in front of them. And particularly, he's focusing on a message that he's receiving, a message in a bottle. And in that bottle holds the key to the future for him, because he's at this place where he's standing on the verge of that doorway of walking through the new, looking at mapping and preparing. Where am I going to go from here? I know where I've been, but this isn't what I want anymore. It no longer is satisfying or fulfilling. Therefore, I am looking at all my options, and he's looking at the entire world. He's got the world to choose from, not just he's maybe looking over the city of Jerusalem, the old city, Israel. He's really focusing on the future, and I see some really cute German-looking buildings, like old world buildings there, and I also see Egypt and the Middle East and the camels and the dolphins and the whales are jumping out at me for some reason. And I at least recently, and I have to share this with someone who's watching this. It may resonate for some of you. Some of you, it might be a new concept, but. So this morning, like I said, I had to have some clarity. I was up really early because the weather was crazy and the wind woke me up at 2 in the morning, and I was up from like 2 to 4. But I'm getting off topic. So I was up, came across some star systems. So notice this is also the bright star, and I want to say this star is the, I have to remember what I put here on this card. The Little Dipper, Big Dipper, but no, it's Solaris. No, it's Polaris. Polaris is the North Star. So he's looking at his North Star, looking for answers, right? But I was mentioning how the dolphins and the whales were jumping out. And have you ever heard whales communicate? If you haven't heard them speak to each other, and they're the most ancient beings on our planet, I connected to their energy, and I could hear them, and they were speaking about us, the humans, and they're so amazing. You have to protect the whales. If you only knew they're from another planet, they are so more advanced than humans can even imagine. They're here to heal the planet and the humans and the earth. They heal the waters. They are like this frequency that's so high, you get in their field. So I came across that information. It was either yesterday or the day before. I don't think it was last night when I was up doing all kinds of stuff, reading online. And then I accidentally, like I said, there's no such thing as accident. Everything's for a reason, because I always get guided right as I need it. The information just comes to me immediately, like when I need something. Usually. Not always, but most of the time. And I turned to a video popped up, and it said that it was some guy, and he was in the water with these whales, and he was talking about how they scanned his kidneys and his body. They have a scanner to see where his weakness is in his body. And then they send out like healing vibrations. I don't know if he said that, but that was the part that I heard after I heard the scanning the body of the human. And then they call out, and they're communicating between each other, and they're from another planet. And so last night, then the planets that I discovered that I knew already, but hey, I went to another website where this lady was doing readings from what star system did you go and originate from based on your birth chart and the stars and the alignments and everything in the sky. It's a little different than Western or, you know, astrology, in that she's talking about what's the star systems, what were they doing, what their angles when you were born. And so I had never done that. And sure enough, I knew it. I knew, because I've done some hypnosis with others with the QHHT technique. And I was the one that was being hypnotized, and I got to see other worlds and other places, and it was amazing. And so I had this thing where I knew that I had been a Andromedan, and it was so much Andromedan in my chart, and Lyra and Orion, and, you know, so I still haven't determined. My understanding is I was a Lyran, and because something happened, I moved to another galaxy, and I want to say Andromeda, the feminine, the very healing frequencies for the divine feminine galaxy. But, you know, for some of you that may be too far out, but, you know, you can take it or leave it. For those of you who need to hear that, I'll see if I can find, I might put her information. I'm not affiliated with her. I don't know her, but I did want to get a reading, or somebody who does the work she's promoting, to tell me where they think I'm from based on my chart. So I'll have to do that at some point. Okay, so getting back to your reading. I'm sorry if I got off a second. But anyway, so how you see yourself is this person who is looking for options, possibly even looking at relocating, even maybe across the world at this time, or traveling. Not all of you are going to be relocating, but some of you will be, because there's something in your life right now that's telling you you've got to move. Where you're at, it's not safe. You're on a boat that's going down with the flames, right? Flames, fire, 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 fire. So then let's look at this one. 5 is immediate future. In your immediate future, you have an offer coming in from this Knight of Cups. He is fast moving on his silky black horse. Ooh, he's the romantic one. He's the lover. He might be gay. I don't really know. I don't know his preference. He looks a little gay to me, but he's still beautiful no matter what. I can appreciate people for differences. I mean, you know, whatever, each their own. There's some beautiful oranges, orange honey, orange blossom honey. And so you have an offer that's going to make you emotionally. He's a messenger, and something that's going to give you a lot of hope and make you happy coming in your immediate future. And so whatever this is, it's going to offer you an opportunity to connect perhaps to your will, your wisdom, and your mind powers. Now let's move on. Heart of the matter, the difficulty for you, my dear, is showing me we have this home, the bird's nest, and the hermit with the wisdom of the owl, light as a feather. Oh my God, there's another card behind it. I didn't know. I didn't know there was another card behind the hermit. Your difficulty is jealousy and envy in your position of power. What is it you do for a living? So this is spiritual rivalry here. Spiritual rivalry, and the most holy of holy places in the Hagia Sophia and Turkey and Istanbul. Okay. And these are women that carry a high vibration, but it doesn't have to be women. I'm just saying on the card. It's an energy of priestesses, priests and priestesses who are of an order of the divine. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing Kanya. I'm seeing whirling dervishes for some reason. But that may apply to some of you, may feel a calling to go to Turkey and visit some of these sacred sites. But the challenge is that this was behind the hermit. So the hermit is someone who became enlightened. So he's grasping for this lantern of inner light that as soon as he holds it in his hand, he's illuminated. So, but he's already illuminated. So you see the path of his hand to the light's already glowing. He's already illuminated. He knows exactly what he must do. But hermits have been in solitude for a while. Perhaps some of you have been hanging out trying to digest the world and the apocalypse and the crazy stuff you see, and you don't know what to believe, what's true, what's not. But the challenge, I feel, is coming together in co-collaboration with those with the same vision, and not being in competition and rivalry with your spiritual brothers and sisters for somebody. Not all of you are going to resonate, but that's going to, and it could be with family members. It doesn't have to be that way. But this is what's on the card, and that's what I see. Evil eye. Put some evil eye talismans around you, and send out that energy back out, and don't let it penetrate your aura, right? All right, so then numbers, so let's see here. Where are we? We're 33 minutes in. So you have a choice. The lovers, they're celebrating the dance. They're celebrating. Now, what is this next? So that was the difficulty, heart of the matter. This is your hopes and your fears. Your hopes and your fears. So some of you are hoping for a change, perhaps celebrating summer months and the warm months are coming, and you might be planning a trip to the Bahamas or some beach destination where there's music and love and joy and laughter, and there's a couple dancing. It's a connection, the lovers. Number 6, harmony, peace, balance, beauty. And it's at a pink sand beach of all places. So that's your hope, right? Now your fear is perhaps you're afraid you are have been now this card stands for the spirit world. It's all around you. Remember, we had this Archangel Gabriel, the messenger, Archangel of light. He was one of the first creations of God. I read this somewhere, and I can't remember where I read it. It could have been Hermes Trismegistus, or it could have been through Manly P. Hall. I'm not sure. I can't tell you where I heard that he was one of the first. And how I understand that is the avians were the first, and the Lyrans, the lions were the second. Or was it the other way around? They're all in there. The races of creatures that wanted to embody and be experienced in the physical realms. But then, of course, they're spiritual. They're not actually, this angel is not a human angel. He's out there doing his work, working with humans. So, but this is somewhere in this picture. This is something for you. It's important to know that maybe you have connections, angelic origins, or connections to that field. So I would say, if as a hope and a fear, this one may be that you're afraid that your ancestors, your loved ones, your spirit guides have abandoned you. But this card is reassuring you that you're never alone. You might even have star beings with you now, or coming to you now. Now, if you ask for their help, you can have that. Now, let's move on. That's because I want to keep this really quickly, because I know there's a lot of info here. The strength card is the storm within, the calming the storm with your mind and staying strong from as within, so without, as above, so below. On the earth, your will, my will is done on earth as it is in heaven. That's what I just heard. So that isn't actually what this card stands for, but I'm intuitively channeling. So the Akashic field is where there's quite a few, lots and lots of interference, but the sun is doing some beautiful displays of light. Rainbow in the sky in the northern hemisphere. And then you've got this Tua Denon, I believe is how you say it. I forget. It's Tua Denon. And anyway, she's from the tribe of the Celtic fairy realms, and she has magical abilities. And she's the lion in Taming the Beast in this particular deck, as they're speaking telepathically between each other, drawing on the strength of the companionship instead of taming the beast within, which is, that's a lower energy, and a lot of people still need that. But this card is a higher octave of that strength card. She's so past taming the beast. There ain't no beast inside of her. She can calm the storm with her mind. She's not even from planet Earth, this one. Anyway, so this is your this right here is the direction. Oh my gosh, hold on. That's the direction you're going in. Holy Moses, hold on. Am I right or wrong? I think so. You're going to Ireland. County Clare there. Okay. Some of you that might ring true, because Ireland is where that's taking place. But for others, I don't know. I just had to mention that. Okay, so this is your direction. Fated meaning. You're heading there, dear friend. All right, so 7 of Swords is, so this is what's hidden. I'm sorry, I skipped. Why did I do that? Okay, it's in the right place. It's just I read it. I'm skipping around, but I know this is the hidden. This is what was hidden, because remember I told you what was hidden was You're on time. You're not, you might think it's too late for something to manifest and occur in your life because you decided to give up. Don't dare. Don't you dare. You're right on time. You're on time. And maybe, like I said, you're going to be on a train. Don't fret, my dear. You're on time. But there's this battle, this deception going on in the world around you. There's this karmic display of chaos, and it's not yours. So just be the silent observer. Don't get involved. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition will tell you what is true and what is hyped up to get you in your anger feels. You're feeling anger and crazy and chaos. The moment you get into that frequency, friend, you are fueling the fire for the Antichrist dark force agenda. I know there's times when lack and everything is around you and someone steals something unexpectedly or something bizarre happens. But just know that it was a lesson for you. Ask why this happened. What did you need to learn? What was you being tested on? Maybe forgiveness, and maybe not cursing people out loud because you're so powerful that if you curse them, they get in a car wreck instantly. And then you have to karma, you have to work out in your lifetime, in this lifetime, because you created this horrible thing. I'm just saying, because I know somebody this has happened to. That's a story I'm not going to go into here, but I'm just sharing. I know quite a lot of, I have some stories to share at some point when it's appropriate. This is what's happening as the deception, political. This is America. This is New York City. And this is funny. I channeled this long before any of this stuff is happening because I started this deck in September of 2023. And I was channeling at that time that there was money being funneled. The money, I don't know. I didn't know it. I found out later. It got confirmed. There's money being funneled. And on this one, I updated this card. So the new card has so much more in it than this one. But in fact, to David Icke, a tribute to David Icke. This man is a reptilian, but he's the deceptive one. He works in politics. He works with, perhaps he's a businessman for a corporation that is putting small people out of business and taking over and playing unfair and all the hidden fees and the hidden agendas, the dishonesty in business that has become so predominant, and we've accepted it, and we shouldn't allow them. Call them out. Make them be honest. Make them have customer service. If they don't have customer service, stop using their services because they're not too big. Nobody is too big to have zero customer service. And you know who I'm talking about. I'm not even going to say it. All right. So the Eye of Sauron, there is an agenda of watching and spying. All right, so that's what's going on hidden. Perhaps some of you aren't aware, some of you are aware. Now, is there any other messages before I decide to close this reading for the person who is here? Okay, so now we have a possible outcome. Okay, now I don't know. I just want to use this deck. This deck is it's not tarot. Let's see. Possible outcome was, positive, uplifting friends. You've attracted some good news in your beautiful purple fins. Complete commitment. Where you're going is going to require complete commitment, like the Kung Fu Nun of Nepal. As well as there's something you thought was finished. It's coming back, like rising like the golden phoenix. And this time you're not going to let fear stop you, my friend. And there's a safe place for you to go. And you are becoming this independent goddess like Artemis, this independent forest, wilderness. Oh, that's where you're going. You're going somewhere you've never been before. It might feel like you're touring the wilderness, but it's the wilderness of your mind and your heart. And what's there to be discovered, you have yet to know. When you get there, you're going to be safe. Don't worry if you feel afraid to go there because it's a new country, another language. You can't let fear will not stop you. Might even have birds showing up for you, like in this picture, Bo's Brave Flight. Flight. First in flight. Now you are independent and free. You're going to be free. Whatever it is that you're on the lookout for, my dear. Number 17. 17 is the star, the Aquarian. Ruling planet is Venus. Oh, excuse me, Uranus. Venus is in retro. Sorry, I'm getting those mixed up. I read Venus for some reason. But Venus is, I want to say she's Taurus. And what else? I may be wrong with Venus. Where is she? Anyway, she's beautiful. Okay, so this is inventive, impatient, opinionated, and unconventional, and witty. The visionary. Success. You can navigate with the light of the star. Holy cow, it's all coming together. Polaris. What star system did you come from? Was it the telepathic ones? Oh, speaking of telepathy, that's something that if you've had a really strong telepathic way of you about you your whole life, where you can hear others' thoughts, you might be from Andromeda. It could be from Arcturus too. But whatever the case, your star is going to guide you where to go. And it's coming in the future. So I just want to say thank you so much. Please support my channel. I need your support. There is some blocking that's going to be uplifted from my channel because they are not going to be able to continue to block me any longer. And so I need your support, and I just want to thank you. And also, we are updating my website. I am going to be giving readings, personal readings. So you can reach out, email me if you want one of those. I also do healing energy where I scan your energetic field, and whatever channeling comes through, I can give you that information, and then we can see what happens if that's something that you needed to know for your health. If you have a dilemma, come up with 5 questions. I'll give you a 30-minute reading and include some healing energetic stuff as well, and my intuitive guidance. I want to use that to help you if you're drawn to my work. So I'll get that up soon. We're working on it. As I mentioned, I have to get going. I do hope to be back here again with you soon. So until then, be blessed and take care.